Hi everyone. So I have been reading GoPro. Well, I've been reading GoPro and listening to GoPro ever since I joined the business, and it was actually on the Fast Track to SC month that I did. We were asked to choose a chapter in a book and read it over and over. Well, I think it was every day for a week. So I actually chose a chapter out of the GoPro. And it was chapter 8, skill number 5, helping your prospects become customers or distributors. And there's lots of, there's only about, it's not even 10 pages long, but there's lots out of this that I've used. So I thought I'd do that and share it with you. So I've got some notes here as well. The sort of the key points really is to follow up professionally. And it's all about education and understanding. And, we all know that. But I think sometimes if we kind of do a summary and put it into context, it's really useful. I think one of the things that I've learned is that you're not trying to get people. You're trying to educate them, help them understand. And the fact that we've actually got a gift for them. So we've actually got something that, they're interested in. We know that they should be interested in, so we're just trying to give them all of the information so they can make an informed decision. So ask good questions, ask lots of questions, but also really listen to what the answers are and listen to what the people are, what people are telling you, and that there's always clues there. Have good posture, sit up straight. Have good posture, be confident, but don't be cocky. So I think that just, if you're all sort of hunched over and you're not confident and you don't know what you're talking about, then, people aren't going to want to invest in a product or in you as a mentor. Have the end goal. So if you're trying to get them to have a better understanding about the product, so you'd like them to become a customer, then have that end goal kind of out of your head. Just look at you're giving them information to help them understand, and you're going from exposure to exposure to exposure until you feel that they've got enough information for them to make a yes or no answer. So detach yourself emotionally from the outcome, so if you really think that somebody would be really good in your business, if you've got that in your mind all the time, I need to get them in my business, then, obviously that's just going to come through as being desperate, and you're emotionally attached to the outcome, and eventually people will start to come back and will start to talk to you more about the products and the business opportunity. Always think positively. If you're thinking, they're not going to be interested in, what I've got to say, or, the products and what have you, then that's just going to come across as being negative. So, always think positively. And if you think they won't be interested, then they won't. Be prepared. So, when you're going to send information, make sure you've got the right links, all the information. And, if you're going to speak to somebody on Skype, on the phone, and you arrange a time, or a date, then make sure that you set a phone reminder to actually do that. Stop talking and start listening. So it's not about us telling all the stuff all the time, it's about us listening to what people are saying. Model what the professionals do. So, have a little look into the JP business, for example, and look at what, some of the top people in our company are doing and start modelling it. Lead by the sort of the professionals in our business. I've already said about we have a gift. Remember that when we talk to people, they need us and what we have. Promote ourselves in the team, as a team member, but also as a mentor, as a sponsor, and Eric Rory talks in the book about, you don't just get, the business, but you also get me. So, really promote ourselves as well. Lead from the front and others will follow. I think that's a really, really good, way to look at things. And be prepared. For example, do you know the 7 steps to launch a new distributor, what you need. We need to act as consultants. I think that's a really good way to look at it. We're consultants. This is a business. We need to act professional, and we need to provide all the information to new team members. It's not just a case of getting a team member, getting them to order the product, and then just leaving them, to not know what to do next. And going back to that, being a consultant, be the best consultant as well. Have belief in the products, the company, the business, and in network marketing. And I think, definitely, reading books, listening to it on audio definitely helps you get belief. I've actually booked to go to GoPro in Manchester in November, so that's going to increase my belief even more. Always use the phrase, what did you like best? So when you're sending people links, or if you invite them to a Facebook party or an event, instead of, what did you like, ask people what did you like best, because then, if they come back with product-led, then they're interested in the products. If it comes back business-led, they're interested in the business. That's something that I've used from day one, and I found that to be really, really useful. So it's sort of trying to get customers to become distributors, or even getting people to become a distributor if they're looking at that first. You can use, say to them, use a scale of 1 to 10 of being ready. How would you rate yourself? If they rate themselves up towards the 10, then you know that they're nearly ready to get started. If it's lower down, then you might need to give them some more exposures, and then just keep following up and doing that. And then there's the four close questions, which I'm not going to read out because you can read them for yourself. But basically, you're asking them, what they've seen, how many hours they're prepared to put in, how much time they're prepared to put in, how much money they want to make, and over how many months they're prepared to do this in order to get that. And that's a really good four close question closure, which I often use, and try and incorporate that with the products and the business side of it as well. And if people then say, show me how, then you can get on to, joining them up to the business, and showing them the compensation plan and having a game plan interview. If people are unrealistic about, their expectations, then you need to act as a consultant, and say, actually you're being unrealistic about the numbers, and perhaps revisit the numbers with them and see how they could be more realistic. If you don't get a positive outcome from the 4-question closure, then you may need to go back, and they might need to have some more exposures, and then you can go through the process again. I think the key thing really is to practice this. Like any skill, practice, and this will help people that are perhaps sitting on the fence in your business. So yeah, I hope that really helps. I absolutely love GoPro. Love the book, and even if you're just at home cleaning the house, I always stick GoPro on the iPad and just take it around with me. You could have it on your headphones, in the car, whatever. It's just going in all the time. So thank you very much. Have a fab day. Bye.